This week's Power 25 rankings are presented by Powerade, and get your popcorn ready for number 1 versus number 2 on Saturday, September 14th in the Trinity League versus the USA Showcase event at St. John Bosco High School. Number 1, Mater Dei rolled last week in Arizona, took down the back-to-back 5A state champ Centennial 71-21. 2020 USC commit Bryce Young balled out, breaking the school record, throwing for 528 yards and 7 touchdowns. The Monarchs are a perfect 3-0 and have outscored the opposition 176-40. Number 2, St. Francis Academy recorded its second consecutive shutout, beating American Collegiate Academy 64-0. They've outscored its first 3 opponents 168-13 and have won 26 straight games heading into Saturday's 1 vs 2 matchup. Number 3, St. John Bosco definitely looks like one of the best teams in the country. In 2020, Clemson commit DJ Uiagalelei put on a clinic in its 49-7 win in Las Vegas against Liberty. He had one of the most efficient nights you'll ever see from a quarterback. He completed 6 of 9 passes for 290 yards and 5 touchdowns, adding another on the ground too. 2021 wide receiver Bo Collins had a Randy Moss type of night, hauling in 4 receptions for 4 touchdowns for nearly 200 yards. Now looking at the Power 25 rankings presented by Powerade, a lot of teams moved up 1 spot after St. Joseph's Prep beat St. John's 34-30. The win moved the Philly Power from 18-12, and the loss dropped St. John's from 4-16. They both have big time matchups this week. St. Joseph's Prep takes on number 4 IMG Academy, and St. John's travels to Texas to face 2020 Longhorn commit Jaquindon Jackson and number 5 Duncanville. 3 new teams joined this week. Miami Central is back in at number 25 after beating a very talented Carroll City squad 49-26. They've won 2 in a row since a season opening loss to St. Francis Academy. Mentor joins Archbishop Hoban as the only other team from Ohio, and they have had a couple of impressive wins to start the year, beating St. Edward and St. Ignatius. They check in at 23. And the third and final team that is new is Cathedral Catholic, who went from the next 5 group to number 20 after beating Corona Centennial in an instant classic 44-41. And speaking of the next 5 group, John Curtis Christian checks in at 26, followed by Colquitt County, Bishop Gorman, McEachern, and Corona Centennial.